Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, depending on the time you're watching this video. My name is James Smith. We are back today with another episode. And today, this episode is very much special. Special why? Because of the happenings and activities taking place or taking shape in the county of Kilifi. In the last few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, we had some push and pull at the county assembly of Kilifi, which ended up one of them, or the speaker of the county assembly, was impeached by the MCs. And on Monday next week, the assembly has placed a gazette notice, a special sitting to conduct another election of speaker. And Malay TV had this chance or the opportunity to interview one of the candidates. Welcome, brother.
Asante.
Kindly introduce yourself.
My name is Tendai Lewa Mtana, a son of Kilifi and a leader of this great country of ours. Yes.
Briefly, who is Tendai?
Well, Tendai is a diligent governor, one who has understood public service in Kenya for the last 25 years at the grassroots, one who enjoys serving the people, and one who is looking forward to a bright future in Kilifi.
You many years you have not been in the active politics of Kilifi, which is not a sin.
Okay.
Because one has to be somewhere to be somewhere.
Right.
This time now you are in Kilifi.
Right.
What brings you in Kilifi?
Well, I've been here. I started my politics here in 2003. Yes. At that time, I was a nominated councillor in Mariakani Town Council.
Wait.
That's why when I hear
nominated?
Yes, when I hear people say that I'm new, I'm actually not as new as people think.
So in 2003, you were a nominated councillor.
Yes.
During the municipalities.
Yes.
You served for how many years?
I served for 5 complete years, from 2003 until the 2007.
2007.
Yes.
During the new Katiba.
Yes. So we did. So I was nominated at that time by the late Karisa Maitha. Never forget that day. Never forget that conversation. And
the hurricane was still there.
Yes. So he was Minister for Local Government then. I was nominated then under the Democratic Party.
DP.
Yes. And served my 5 years and enjoyed every minute of it. So mimi ni mzoefu wa siasa za mashinani. Yes. Nilianzia Mariakani, and then after that I took a break, and then in 2013 I ran for governor in the county of Mombasa. So that was now my opportunity now to engage based on the new constitution that had just passed. Because my politics has always been at the county level. I've always believed that the grassroots and the county is where everything happens. And the ward for me has always been my focus. Those who know me and those who understand my politics and my community organization, the ward is the epicenter of our politics, of our investment, of our development. And that's why for me the MCA is the most important leader in the country.
Who introduced you to politics?
Interestingly enough, a lot of people will assume that it's because of family background. That's actually not true. My interest in politics was actually as a student, where I was the first African president of the Students' Union in a foreign country, and not just any foreign country, in the United Kingdom. The first African to ever hold presidency. And this is an election that you campaign, and politics is slightly different. So when you become president of the Students' Union, you are actually not just president, but you're also CEO of, in the UK, student unions own companies. So the students ran a company that had a turnover of about £3 million. So all their services, libraries, bookshops, entertainment centers around. So that for me was my foundational time in politics. And from there, at that time I was serving under the Conservative Party, because there even student union politics is aligned to either the Conservative Party, the Liberal Democrats, or the Labour Party. So my politics in the UK has always been pro-Conservative Party.
Let me bring you back.
Yes.
Your primary school.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa gani?
Nilikuwa katika shule inaitwa Currency huko Nairobi. So nilizaliwa hapa Zitoni.
This is
Chasimba. Yes.
Chasimba, no.
Yes, Chasimba Ward.
Chasimba Ward.
Yes, Chonyi Sub-County.
Chonyi Sub-County.
Yes. I was born here. My father, who many of you probably know, was a young man then, and was after one simple vision, the best education that he could find. I'm grateful. I don't necessarily apologize for the privilege he accorded me. Every holiday we were back here, but at the end of every holiday, wakati ule ilikuwa CSGR, kulikuwa na ile gari la moshi la 12 hours.
The whole day.
Yes, so tukachukua your train, we would go and we would be in Nairobi for the term. I was at Currency, and then after Currency, I then went to St. Mary's, and then after St. Mary's, now I had the opportunity I got a scholarship to go to the University of Reading, and I'm grateful to the late Fadhili Namoya. Now that's the man who began to hone my political ambition, and for whatever reason, he hoped that one day I would occupy office. Yes.
Good. Now, you went to Mombasa to become a governor.
Yes.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
But now you're a voter of Kilifi.
Yes.
Do you have ambitions?
Yes, I do.
Which ambitions do you have for Kilifi?
To be the Speaker of the County Assembly of Kilifi.
So you want to be the Speaker of the County Assembly of Kilifi?
Yes.
Tell us, what is ahead for the MCs?
Dignity. Remember, I said I've served as a nominated councillor, and the one thing, having participated in 2 referendums, I was head and lead campaign in Mombasa for the 2005 referendum, and then the 2010 referendum. So I've seen 2 referendums of hopefully Kenyans trying to change the governance structure of our country, and all through it, my vision has been, we need to ensure that the ward is, as I said, the very epicenter.
Epicenter of everything.
Yes, kitovu cha siasa, kitovu cha uchumi, na miundo msingi ya kila jambo. And so, having participated in that referendum, I was clear that the ward needed to be raised in its profile. And the leaders of that ward are the members of County Assembly. What I'm hoping to see and what I'm hoping to be is a bridge between 2 realities. Yeah, there's a reality with which even now, ukiingia mtaani, you will still hear the voters wakiwaita MCAs ma-councillor. Yeah, now that already tells you that there's a mind shift that hasn't happened. And so when I say dignity and dignifying the office of the member of County Assembly, that's the role of the Speaker and the entire public service that the Speaker is the administrator of. So aside from the procedures and standing orders that facilitate debate, that balance out whether majority or minority, which is essentially the voice of the people, I think for me, fundamentally, the first thing is, can we raise the profile from councillor to member of County Assembly? Hao ni wabunge. Yes. And ile hadhi ambayo tunawapatia wabunge wetu wa National Assembly. Yeah?
The same sense will be given.
Absolutely. And so whether it be from one just a mindset to the administrative capacity in terms of research that their officers should be accorded by the public service at the Assembly, to the MCAs have constituency officers. the member of county assembly office within the wards. Those are coordination centers of leadership. Essentially, whether you're talking about private sector or you're talking about public sector investment, and public sector investment, remember, has both national government and county government. The ward office of the member of county assembly should and is the coordinating framework, especially because they represent the people. So for me, there's no better place to serve than the Speaker of the County Assembly. And here we are.
Good. Being a speaker, it comes with many politics.
Yes.
This being the third term of devolution.
Right.
We have seen the first term how it was with Jimmy Kahinde.
Yes.
We have seen the second term how it was with Jimmy Kahinde and Speaker King.
Yes.
We have seen what has happened in this third term, that regime of Governor Ngaro and the former Speaker.
Yeah.
Politics of political parties being brought in at the chamber. How do you intend to play that politics? Because I understand you're not aligned to any political parties.
Yes.
But now remember, in that chamber we have of 5 parties.
Yes.
And the interests of the governor. How do you to play that?
So I'm not sure what you mean by the interest of the governor.
The interest of the governor comes on his agenda.
Okay.
In the chamber.
As an executive.
As an executive.
Okay, that's fine. So maybe let's start with the political party mapping.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that is known about Tendai is that Tendai is a coalition builder.
Okay.
Yeah, and my politics has never been aligned to any one political party, very deliberately so, because I recognize that the way our country is divided politically is families form the caucus, the very core caucus of politics. So if you look at it, especially from a Kilifi perspective, Kilifi is made up of clans, and families at the very base level of the Mijikenda community. Now, when you then introduce the other communities from other parts of the country, which Kilifi has slowly become as a result of intermarriage and also as a result of investment, the university, public service, we've now become cosmopolitan. And by and large, what that has done is that it has created formation of various political parties that have their leanings one way or the other. Now, one of the things that is to be observed in Kilifi that has not happened in most of the other counties is the increase in the number of independent candidates. Now, that should tell you something. Kilifi had 4 and has 4 independent candidates in this house. Then you can tell with the entry of PA, the entry of UDA, the entry of Jubilee, ANC, Shirikisho. Essentially what you have is a coalition.
It's a coalition.
And so there is no tyranny of numbers, as it were. So one thing that has to happen is that there has to be a negotiated outcome. And I consider that one of my fundamental strengths, which is establishing frameworks of negotiated outcomes. So that's one. The second part, which is the point that you raise about the executive. The executive have to negotiate their implementation based on the priorities of the people. So remember that the governor is a politician who is elected to serve as the head of the executive. So he gets his mandate from the very same voters that the MCAs have. So let's make that distinction also very clear, that the MCA is as equal a politician like the governor.
Sure.
Now, the executive has his head of administration in the office of the county secretary that runs the executive and the public service on behalf of the county executive committee. So the county secretary takes those decisions and runs the public service through the chief officers, the CECs, all the way down to the ward administrators. Now, the county speaker and the office of the clerk are the administrators of the 51 members of county assembly. Now, what they need, remember what we said, they are equal politicians with two different mandates. These have legislative authority, the others have executive authority. And so it's a negotiation that the politician on the executive side has to have with the politicians on the assembly side. And so what he will continue to do, because there are party dynamics, is he also has to build a coalition. Yeah, and so he has to build a coalition through his majority, through his political party. Now, for me, that's what I'm really watching to see is exactly and in what way. I'm not even interested in the governor per se, because the governor is implementing a manifesto of his own and of the ODM party that elected him. So ultimately, the negotiation is between ODM in the House and the other members of county assembly. My role as speaker is to facilitate that negotiation. When the governor brings legislation to the House, we will debate it. Now, the primary legislation that the governor will bring to the House that has to be debated by the members is the Finance Act, Finance Bill, and the Appropriation Bill. Those are the two fundamental areas of primary interest, because that's what helps the executive execute its agenda. The members of the county assembly just need to debate and determine what works best for them.
Mtazamaji, huyu anaitwa wakili because he's a lawyer by profession, wakili Tendai, akituelezea agenda zake wakati atachaguliwa kama speaker wa bunge la Kilifi. Usiondoke, hii ni MTV. We are back with my brother Tendai. Tendai, it's a big name. By the way, acha niwaambie ukweli. Are you the first son of former MP?
Yes, I am.
Unakumbuka the former MP wa Kilifi South? Huyo. He's the first son. Now, Mheshimiwa, because I call you Mheshimiwa because I'm now dealing with honorables. Do you have numbers? Because the county assembly is about numbers. How many MCAs are under you currently? How many people are you controlling? Because you have got 51 in that assembly.
Yeah. So I am not controlling any members.
Oh, good.
Yeah. The members of the county assembly have been voted by their constituents. And those who have been nominated by their respective parties. And they've also not been nominated by their respective parties, but they've been nominated to represent very special interests. You have minority communities, you have women, and you have youth. So what we're actually seeing is for me an exciting house that, in spite of the political dynamics that have created this election, one of the most interesting thing about the numbers in the House is how they have been demonstrated as a result of the impeachment. Let's call a spade a spade. The House is divided.
True.
And it's divided where some parties are evidently losing ground and others are gaining ground. And the party that is losing ground is evidently the Orange Democratic Movement. I'm not a member, but watching from the outside, it's evident that the impeachment had something to do with party politics. And I think there's need for soul searching within the Orange Democratic Movement, but that is for them to decide. So let's start with the numbers where it is said the majority are taking and are mobilizing them into the House. ODM has 17 elected. And in total, together with their nominated, are 26. Now, they have a challenge there because some of their members are obviously not happy with the division of leadership in the party. There are those who are pro the patron, who is the current governor, and there are those who are pro the chair, who is the ousted speaker. So it's going to be interesting to watch those numbers. The party has taken a position. I have from very reliable sources that the party has basically said that there's a whip that members of the party must vote a certain way. They have their candidate, and it will be interesting to see how those numbers emerge on Monday. I am talking to the other members from ODM. I am speaking to the other political parties, Jubilee, ANC, Shirikisho, and the independent members. And so it's going to be interesting to watch that, give or take, with ODM's core of what I'll probably say at this point is going to be maybe at a very core of 22. Yeah, that leaves the House with, and the rest of us with 30 votes. So if you look at the numbers from a party perspective, you can actually see that ODM is actually on the back foot on this one. And that's what a lot of people are not actually seeing. Because if you've already lost 4 of your vote, essentially you're starting off with 22. And if there are 52 in the House, so we're building on that. And so that 30 is my starting block.
30. Are you having any conversation with the former speaker?
No, I haven't. I haven't had a conversation with him.
And as you speak, some of the MCAs are somewhere in a camp.
Yeah.
Are you taking us to a camp?
Remember, I started this conversation by talking about dignity. Yeah. Mule, it can't be business as usual. Huh? Yeah. If we watch the mood of the nation,
Sure.
yeah, Kenyans have had enough. One of the things that I'm hoping voters in Kilifi will do is begin to pay attention to our political culture in the county and how we need to begin to do things differently. And that's why I'm saying is the reason I actually want to be a bridge to that future. Now, I don't have any MCAs anywhere. MCAs are leaders in their own right. They are free to caucus in their own way. And MCAs will vote the right way, I believe, on Monday. With the ones that I've spoken to, they have said they will vote with their conscience, and they will vote in the best interest of the county of Kilifi.
MCAs wengi wanasema wanataka pesa. Uko na pesa kuwapatia? That's the bottom line. They're saying no, okay, that's politics of the house.
Yes.
And mostly wakienda kwa kambi zao,
Ndio.
Na si lazima wafungie.
Ndio.
Even the 30 you have,
Yes.
Ni kambi yako hii.
Ndio.
Si lazima ati wapeleke hoteli fulani,
Ndio.
as long as they are loyal.
Ndio.
And they know what they want.
Ndio.
As I've said, a story of integrity and dignity.
Ndio.
Do you have enough muscles?
I have muscle.
You have muscles.
Yes. Mungu mbele. Mungu mbele. Mungu ndiye misuli na miundo misingi ya kila kitu.
Have you had a moment with the governor?
No.
No.
I don't think I need to. The governor is not a voter, in the county assembly.
But it determines.
He's the patron
of
the Orange Democratic Movement. And I'm actually waiting to see how he mobilizes his party. And because sisi ni wenyeji na sisi wakazi wa Kilifi. Yeah? As I said, my politics in Kilifi didn't start this year. I've been at this since 2003. And we are still here, and we will still be here beyond Monday. So what we want to be able to do is, because this is not about the governor, this is about mobilizing the members of County Assembly for them to pick the person that they believe is the best guardian of their procedures, the best individual who is an administrator of their public service, one who is able to facilitate and ensure that their role in the community through their constituency offices is done to the best interest of all their citizens. So I'm not worried about who the governor picks or who he mobilizes. What I'm most concerned about is, will Kilifi get the best speaker for their MCAs to be able to actually to carry out their work. Wajumbe wa County Assembly ya Kilifi. Jina langu ni Tendai Lewa Mtana. Na mimi ni mgombeaji wa kiti cha uspika wa County Assembly. Mimi ni kiongozi ambaye ninao uzoefu ya masuala ya kata ndogo ama in short ward. Tunavyoania kiti cha wa uspika, lengo langu ni kuwa daraja baina yenu nyinyi na washikadau wote. Kama speaker, mimi ni mtetezi, mimi ni negotiator wa hadhi yenu. Kwa miaka iliyopita tumesikia watu wengi wakiwa wanawaita makansela. Mwaka wa 2010 tulibadilisha katiba na mkachaguliwa kama wabunge wa County Assembly ya Kilifi. Na hadhi yenu ni muhimu isimamiwe na mtu ambaye ni mtetezi wa masuala ya uongozi. Ndio maana wengi wao na wengi wenu huniita mtendaji, na tutahakikisha kwamba kwa pamoja tuweze kushirikiana kuhakikisha kwamba upande zote wa County Assembly, uwe katika majority, uwe katika minority, ni muhimu tufanye kazi. Miaka ni miwili tuweze kuwasaidia wananchi kupata haki zao, kuwasimamia hadhi yao na kuhakikisha kwamba ile independence baina ya assembly na executive iweze kuheshimiwa, kwa sababu ninyi ni waheshimiwa, na ni muhimu kuwe na speaker ambaye anaweza kuwasimamia katika negotiation na executive. Na ninawaomba kura zenu ili tuweze kusonga mbele, Kilifi iweze kuimarika. Asanteni. Mimi ni mtendaji.